I know what it is, what it is, what it is, YouTube. You know what it is. It's your boy, the Moose Squad. Let's kick it. Hey, man, come check this out. Come a little closer to me. You like that? A little closer? Okay, so check this out. All right. I got a... Hold it. I got a 14-pound brisket here. There you go. Go to your pee-pee. Alright. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and trim the fat a little bit on this. And get a little bit of fat off the top. Alright, check it out. I left most of the fat on it. I just took a big chunks of the big stuff off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the seasoning to go with it. Let me rinse my hands off here. Alright. Okay.
Texas, where it's not supposed to be. So if you're down in Austin, around San Antonio, look out for that moose. You might not make it home.
Alright, so now that we got it trimmed, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use 3 tablespoons of coarse black pepper.
Yeah, there's a moose on the loose, wild and free. In the heart of Texas, where he's not supposed to be. If you're down in Austin, around San
If you cannot get 16 grain, 16 is probably going to be your best 16. Number 16 black pepper is the best, but we're going to use coarse instead because that's what I got. And then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. And we're going to put 1 tablespoon of celery salt. This should help with the ring. I got 1 tablespoon. I got enough. I like to pour my stuff over a bowl. That way, if I make a mess, it just goes in the bowl. I can just clean the bowl out real quick. There's the bowl right there. Alright, anyways. Alright. So I got it all up in this bowl, in the shaker. I'm going to go shake it up. Alright, now we're ready to season this thing, bad boy. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to season both sides. Now, a lot of people, I forgot about this part. So when you're cooking a brisket or something like that, you need to have a binder. And the binder we're using is mustard. I got a bigger knife here. Just so you know, because y'all saw me with a teeny knife and y'all left me. Okay, so I trimmed it down pretty good. I get a little trimming. I still got some fat on there. You don't want to trim all the fat. You want to keep as much fat as you want, as you can, but you're going to trim off a lot of the heavy fat. Alright, I'm going to put the binder on there. Alright, let's rub the binder in. We're going to rub the binder in real quick. Rub the binder. Rub the binder in. All right.
But that moose don't care. He's stomping through the Lone Star with the Texas size.
All right.
We got longhorns and coyotes, but never before have we seen a moose knock down a There's a moose on the loose, deep in the heart of Texas, matching up the plains with his antlers. So every step you're riding through the land, better hold on tight, 'cause the moose on the loose ain't stopping tonight. Yeah, there's a moose on the loose, wild and free in the heart of Texas, where he's not supposed to be. So if you're down in Austin or out San Antonio, look out for that moose, you might not make it home.
We're gonna get it good. Make sure you get all as much as you can on there, in there. All right, it's good. Okay, now also I sprinkled garlic powder all around it. So it's got 16. It's got coarse black pepper, kosher salt mixed together with celery salt. The celery salt is going to put a ring around the inside, and I'll show you the ring. You know the usual smoker's ring. And then I wrapped it in cellophane, but we used a binder, so we used mustard. Let me show you what it looks like. All wrapped up and ready to go in the fridge. There it is. All wrapped up and ready to go. Now, this will be in the refrigerator until 7 p.m. tomorrow. It is 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It really doesn't matter. What we're going to do is at 6 o'clock, we're going to take it out of the refrigerator and let it get an hour in the room temperature before we stick it in the oven.
Coming with me. I know you'll leave me one day. Can you just stay till Monday? The thought makes me smile.
And what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to do progressive heating. For the first hour, it's going to be 225. For the second hour, it's going to go to 250. And then for the third hour up, it's going to go 275. So we'll walk you through everything that you're going to need. But what I suggest is that you make sure that you get plastic wrap. I got this from Walmart. I got the ground pepper, you can use ground onion powder, or you can use garlic powder. I like garlic powder. And then I put this in a paprika container that I use, but here's the salt, pepper, and the celery salt. You can get celery salt in the same place as you get all these other ingredients. Let me show you. Now Walmart has this. It's butcher paper. It's pink. I haven't opened it up yet because it's fresh. This is actually, no, I'm sorry, this is HB. This is HB butcher paper. I just saw Walmart butcher paper. But anyways, so we're going to walk you through the process tomorrow. And tomorrow night we're going to have a good time. We're going to get this in the oven tomorrow, and I'm going to throw some ribs in there too. I'm going to prep the ribs in a minute and get them prepped and put them in the small pan. Get them seasoned up for tomorrow. We're going to put them in the crock pot, and we're going to just low and slow on them in the crock pot all night long at 7 o'clock. And by the time it's ready for them, they're going to be nice and juicy and ready to fall off the bone in the barbecue sauce. All right? Check it out. There she is. She's been in the refrigerator for 24 hours. And I'm going to show you what we're going to spritz it with. Probably about the 4 hour mark, we're going to use a spritzer we're going to use apple cider vinegar and water. And I got it in a spray cup. What I used was half and half. I used 1 cup of apple cider vinegar and 1 cup of water. So that's 2 cups in here. I shook it up real good. Now we're not going to use the spritzer right when we start. This has been on the counter for 30 minutes. So in 30 more minutes, I'll put it in the oven. It's going to be flat, as you can see. I'll show you how I built it later on top and why it's so high up in the air. So anyways, that's fat side up, and we're going to put it in the oven for an hour at 225. After the first hour, we're going to change the temperature to 250, and then we're going to go to 250. On the third hour, we're going to put it at 275, and that's going to be its top hour at 275. The reason you're building up the temperature is because you don't want to shock the brisket. Because if you shock the brisket, it'll do all kinds of weird shit and it won't cook right. So that's why we're taking the temperature up slowly. Low and slow, that's the way to go. So anyways, now let me show you this. Here are my ribs. Now my ribs are on high. I use the same exact ingredients that I used over there for the brisket. I used the pepper.
What are you doing?
I use this pepper right here, coarse black pepper. I used the traditional salt, and I used basically the same stuff. So yeah, and then I got it in a bag because we're going to actually use this for something else. After these are cooked in the morning, I'm going to put these in a pan and put tinfoil on top of them. That way we can keep them warm until it's time to eat. But these are going to be nice and tender in the morning. Then I put the barbecue sauce on. I'm supposed to have a layer of tinfoil. I'm waiting on the tinfoil to come. Hopefully I'll get it. I'll put a layer of tinfoil on top with the lid on it, and that way it'll seal in the texture and juices. Now, I can see what's going on here, so I really don't have to open it, but I will check on time to time. About the 4 hour mark, I'll let you look and see. Every hour we'll do a check on it. I'll show you what they look like. But pretty much that's it. And the brisket is going to take some time. And got Santa Claus's cookies, and we're ready to roll. There you go. That's been in there an hour. So now we are going to go ahead and adjust the temperature to 250. Then an hour at 225. Now we're going to 250. We got maybe one. I think there's two. There's one right there, and then there's another one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure it because it's a moist area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put, I think, some tinfoil in the back and tilt it back so that will run off. So let me get a piece of tinfoil and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Here's the tinfoil. We're gonna put it behind the brisket, the back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch this brisket around right there in the back. See that back right there? I'm gonna actually put it up there so it'll tilt the brisket like this, like at a 40 or like maybe a 32, maybe a 22-inch degree pitch. And it'll get rid of that water right there, so it'll cook right. Drain it off, so that did the trick. So if you have I shouldn't have did it that far, but as you can see, it actually straightened out. Now, if you get those kind of spots, it's cool to put some tinfoil behind it and bring it up a little bit. That way it will get the spots off. Now, here in an hour, we'll check on it. So, it's been cooking 4 hours. And it's starting to look really good. Alright. We'll come back another hour. Oh, and I spritzed it. Look how pretty the bark is. It's moist. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take it and put it on the butcher paper and wrap it up. Of course, we're going to put the fat side on top. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over upside down and rough it up. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit of this oil here. Well, actually, drippings. And I'm going to coat this paper and get it moist.
There's a moose on the loose, deep in the heart of Texas. Ain't no critter around here that's ever been so reckless. He's making a scene from Dallas to Abilene.
Alright, now it's time. Let's go ahead and put the brisket fat side down.
On his tail, but that moose don't care. He's stomping through the Lone Star.
All right, now it's wrapped in the paper. Now, remember what I said? I put it down, upside down, but now it's the fat side is up. Okay, these are our ribs. Okay.
If you're riding through the land, better hold on tight, cause the moose on the loose ain't stopping tonight.
Warm.
There's a moose on the loose, wild and free in the heart of Texas where he's not supposed to be. So if you're
look
down in
how
Austin,
juicy it turned
look
out.
out for that moose, you might not make it home.
See how juicy it turned out? The episode where I got this brisket will be linked below. I hope y'all make one because this thing's delicious. Oh man, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave a comment below. Go ahead and share this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and ring that trusty bell for more notifications from videos like this and countless others. Smash that like button and check out one of these videos right down here. And deuces, baby.